Alright, what's up everyone? Alright, so I've shown pretty much everything that's in the beta right now, or all of the basic stuff, basically, all of the questing, how to do some gathering. I haven't shown any crafting yet, but that's because I haven't really tried it, so I don't know really what to expect from it. I don't know how much gold you're gonna need, how much time you're gonna need on your hands, how well it's gonna work, what's the best craft, so I have to kind of figure that one out. I just want to make this video to kind of give my impressions and my feelings about the game, and just before I start off kind of commenting on the game, I wanted to just give you my background. Like I said before, I did play Final Fantasy XI. I was on the Diabolos server. I was a Dark Knight called Thrograth. I was in a guild called Aegis, something like that. Some of the people that I remember from that guild, that I would actually like to kind of extend this as an invitation. If some of them are going to play Final Fantasy 14, please contact me. If any one of you that watches this video knows any of those people, or if those people actually watch this video, which would be great, contact me. And some of the people that I remember are two Germans called Leatherface and Cares, and some of the guys from the guild like Neil or Nell, or however you pronounce it, K-N-A-L-L, Masamune Torahi, which was actually a monk in Final Fantasy XI. He was actually the one that made me want to pick up monk. I kind of regretted playing Dark Knight after seeing him in action. I really liked the monk class in Final Fantasy XI. Always regretted that I didn't level it further. There were also some other guys, like some Swedish guys, a guy called Sten, a guy called Veer, and yeah, pretty much anyone that remembers me. I was, like I said, I was called Thrograth. I was a Dark Knight on the Diabolos server. I was the original Thrograth, not the guy that got my account later on. So any one of you watching this video, or if anyone knows those people, please contact me. I will also make a forum post on some of the forums that I remember, like Killing Ifrit and Dreams in Vanadil. I was kind of active on those forums while I was playing the game, but then at the end I stopped. Since I stopped playing the game, I didn't feel the need to go on the forum and discuss stuff. Yeah, anyway, I think a lot of people are gonna compare this game to Final Fantasy XI, which is why I bring up the fact that I've been playing, since it is kind of close to Final Fantasy XI, and a lot of people are gonna think, oh no, we're gonna have to grind for several months again to get anywhere in the game. And to be honest, that wasn't the problem with Final Fantasy XI. The grinding wasn't the problem. The dying, losing EXP wasn't the problem. The immense amounts of points that you needed to get a level wasn't the problem. The problem was we were way too few people. There were probably like 50 American and European players that played consistently, as long as often as some of us did. So at the end, you basically had, like, I think when I stopped playing when I was like level 64, something like that, somewhere around level 60. But around level 50, we were like 10 or 15 people that used to log on at the same time. So if those people already had a group or a party going when you logged in, you were pretty much screwed. You didn't have anyone to play with. The Japanese did not want to play with us, and it's kind of understandable. They have had the game for over a year when we got it, so they were much further into the game than we were, and we were kind of noobish. We didn't realize certain things. We didn't understand how how the game works. Didn't understand the game mechanics. None of us used food. I remember that. None of us used food until we were like level 40, level 50, and they just did not want to play with us. So we had to kind of form parties with each other, and like I said, when there's like 10, 15 people that are about your level and that can play with you, you're gonna have some downtime, and we spent a lot of the time just sitting around in towns, since there wasn't much to do. You had crafting, but crafting costs so much gold and so much. It was so time consuming that only a few people managed to actually get anywhere in the crafting business. I was actually one of the few high-ranked blacksmiths on the server. I was the second guy to get the blacksmith apron and the gloves. There was another guy that was he was actually madder than me. He spent a lot more time than me collecting ores and leveling up blacksmithing. So stupid mole, stop burrowing down. Pissing me off. Come on, get up again. Yeah, so I actually did dabble a lot into crafting and blacksmithing. I remember there was Black Mage Leet. He was a really high goldsmith, and goldsmithing was the most expensive craft in the game. So that kind of demanded a lot of respect for someone to actually be able to level goldsmithing that high. He devoted a lot of times to grind for gold and kind of get the best level up. Oh my god, I can't talk and fight at the same time. The problem is I have to keep track on the evasion of my character, so I can use Haymaker, since there's no easy way to actually see when you evade. You have to watch the screen, and now I stood too close to him, so he hit me. Yeah, but so I'm hoping they've kind of fixed that in this game, so that you don't have to kind of feel like you have no life if you devote your entire time to crafting, or that you have to devote your entire time to crafting if you want to be a crafter. So yeah, Final Fantasy XI was time consuming, but for me the worst part was that you didn't have anyone to play with. That's why I extended my invitation to anyone that remembers me from that server. Anyone from that guild. That guild was amazing. It was, or Link Shell it was called. It's guild in World of Warcraft. We played too much World of Warcraft since then, so... anyone that remembers me, please contact me. I would desperately want to play with those people again. There was some smart and really funny people, and I've actually never found neither Link Shell nor guild in World of Warcraft that I've spent so much time getting to know people. I pretty much knew everyone in the guild, and everyone knew everyone. It was a tightly knit group, and I would definitely want to get in contact with those people again. I got one hand-to-hand skill point. These guys are getting too weak for me. But I don't have to concentrate that much while fighting them, so that's why I do it. Yeah, when I switched over to World of Warcraft, I found a decent guild, but I was never really close to anyone in the guild. I mean, the game was so solo focused that you could just ignore everyone else. You didn't really have to, you know, take your time to getting to learn, getting to know all the people in the guild. So I kind of missed that. That was the most fun part of Final Fantasy XI. That was to actually get to know all the people in the guild and get to know everyone. I guess one major factor of that was, like I discussed earlier, that we were so few people of the same high level, so you had to know everyone. You had to be friends with everyone, and you had to know what people you could party with and what people you you could ignore, or you should ignore, because there were some rotten eggs and some bad seeds. People that never learned, no matter how much you explain it to them, they just never learned anything about the game. They just got you killed, and basically in that game, since you had the EXP punishment for dying, you had to know who could watch your back and who could not. So it's not like in World of Warcraft you can just pick up any random tank and then just roll with it. You really had to, you know,